Excuse me. That was the middle of my sentence, Roman. Be polite. If you're going to call us crazy, the least you can do is wait till the end of sentences to start your next point. They're the 10th lowest in the country. Virtually every state, has a limit of when it becomes a felony from a misdemeanor. California's is the 10th lowest in the country at 950. There are many states, mostly red states, that have much higher limits. So why are the liberals crazy for having the 10th lowest limit?
Do you realize that?
Could you answer my question, please, sir? Would you mind answering my question?
You don't interrupt me like you just said to me.
You started asking a new question.
I was going on the same topic.
I'm not asking you to go on the same topic. I'm asking you to answer my question, and then you can answer. Then you can ask whatever question you want.
What acting mean?
Okay, so your question was what?
My question is, do you understand that every state has a limit before it becomes a felony?
Do you realize that they're not
Roman, you
people?
got to stop asking or answering questions with new questions. This is why we have a divide in this country, because every time we try and have a real conversation about data, your side historically gets really nervous and you start asking questions rather than answering them. So I'll ask again. Do you understand that every state has a limit before it becomes a felony to steal?
Correct. What about
and then you also understand that, and you also understand. So wait, hold on, my friend.
After they break.
My friend.
Okay, go ahead.
And then you understand that California is the 10th lowest, right?
I understand that California
so they're actually more strict,
will not
right?
charge people when they break in and steal $900 worth of shit from my business.
Not a felony. It's still a misdemeanor if they steal up under $950. But in Texas, it's over $2,000, and that's a red state. Why do you suppose that when you hear this story in the news all the time, it's always California, but they don't bring up Texas? Why do you suppose that is, Roman?
Because the crime rate's a lot lower in Texas.
It could be that, even though that's not true. The crime rate is not lower in Texas. It also could be that people fucking lie to you all the time, that Republicans are lying to you.
I live here.
Yes, and you don't know what happens in other states. So when people tell you that everything is so bad in California compared to red states, and that California's crazy for having a $950 limit, they're not telling you the whole truth, right? Actually, California's one of the more strict states. Out of the 50 states, they're number 10. You're actually more protected with your business in California than you would be in Texas. Now what do we do, Roman? Roman, my friend, I've got a show to do here. Are you just going to be quiet, or what's the plan? Roman! I appreciate it. Oh, there he goes. He's working. You're doing this while working. I'm glad that person didn't steal.
Sorry about that. I had to do something real quick. Sorry.
You're all right. So I'm just wondering why you say that California's policies are crazy when they have some of the most strict policies.
Okay, if California has the most strict policies, then as a country, we are in trouble. Because when you have thousands of people walking the streets, breaking the laws, breaking windows, breaking into places, and then they won't do anything about it, and then the DAs here won't arrest them.
What do you mean by won't do anything about it? What do you mean by that?
They just let them go. They will allow people to run the streets and live a lawless
let them go. No, it's still
lifestyle.
A misdemeanor, sir. It's still a misdemeanor.
And so what? They'll let.
Well, actually, yeah. Well, that's how. Excuse me. Wait, what? You think it's all homeless people that are committing the crime?
Like in major cities, yes. Sacramento, San Francisco, yes.
Roman, who broke you? What happened, bud?
Where do you live?
I live in Arizona.
Okay, so I would say Pelosi broke this state. Actually,
I don't. Well, that's even dumber because Nancy Pelosi doesn't write any of the laws in your state.
Okay, and then
Yeah, wait, do you understand what somebody from Congress does? They're not writing your local laws. They're not writing your state laws. That's your state legislature. Roman, you're just mad.
In the last 5 years?
Roman, you're just mad, and you can't figure out what you're mad about. So you're just blaming liberals.
I'm mad at all the crime and all the homelessness that's surrounding my state right now.
Fine, but you have no idea what's causing it, Roman.
Well, why don't we fix it?
Well, we're trying to fix it, but Republicans keep standing in the way.
How come it's getting fixed now, 3.5 years after this term?
After
it's
a
like
pandemic?
now that it's election. Now
Why
it's election
why
time.
did it get
now
better after a pandemic? Is that what you're asking?
That the left fucked up 100%. They closed down all the schools. They shut down businesses.
That was your state.
And
That was
now-
your state, bud. That was your state. Don't blame that on the left. There were a lot of right-wing. I live
know,
in
we're gonna
Arizona.
blame
I
it
live
on
in
Trump,
Maricopa.
right?
Excuse me. I live in Maricopa County. It's deep red. We were shut down too.
What state is that?
Arizona.
Okay, you don't have to talk like I'm a fucking little kid. Say it
Well,
slow. I
you-
don't know where that county is.
You just said. I just said in my county, and I had just told you I lived in Arizona like 3 minutes ago.
Okay, I didn't hear you say you lived in Arizona.
Well, I do. And guess what? We were shut down too. Our schools were shut down too.
Okay, and how's your crime and your homelessness there?
It went up during COVID, and just like everywhere else in this country, it's going down. When people get more poor, crime goes up. That's how it happens. The number one driver of homelessness and crime is wealth inequality, people not being able to afford where they live. So when people are priced out of living in homes in that area, crime goes up. And we could address that if Republicans weren't constantly standing in the way of us being able to address wealth inequality.
Well, I think we should both come together, left and the right. Like when Trump was president and he was trying to pass a lot of stuff, did the left allow him to shut the borders down, and which would have stopped a lot of this stuff?
You're not allowed. The president's not allowed to shut down the border.
Well, he was trying to, and he wasn't allowed to continue building it because the left wouldn't allow him.
Excuse me?
They wouldn't pass it.
Excuse me?
They said $10 million was too much.
Yeah, for what? For building a wall?
Yes.
How would that have fixed any of this?
It would have shut it down, and
Excuse me? Building a wall would shut down the border?
it would help.
How?
Why are the Democrats saying that we should rebuild the wall now after
They're not.
They've let in
They're not.
14 million They're not?
No.
Kamala has not changed her mind on that?
No.
Yes, she
No,
has.
so
And she's also changed her mind on the fracking, and she also changed her mind on all kinds of different other things now that because she knows she's going to lose.
Roman,
if she
excuse
doesn't
me.
change her mind.
Excuse me, Roman. This is not your platform. Please, when I ask you to be quiet, be quiet. Is that fair? If I come into your pawn shop, I'll be quiet when you ask me to. Yeah, no, Democrats have always been for a strong border. What we didn't want is a wall, because the wall doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not more effective than the fencing that we have there now. A lot of times the fencing is more effective. And so we always opposed a big, beautiful wall that Mexico's going to pay for. That was never going to happen. Hold on, Roman. That was never going to happen. It never did happen. But Democrats have always been pro strong borders, which is why we're the ones that passed a border bill. You guys are the ones that voted against it. Republicans are the reason we don't have a strong border right now. They won't fund it.
3.5 years later?
They won't fund it. For 3.5 years, Republicans have refused to fund the border.
So when we have the new election, no matter who wins, are we going to close the border?
No, because the president doesn't have the authority to close the border.
So I think that's the problem.
No, how are people going to get in and out of this country if the border's closed, sir?
Legally.
They already do that.
Ports of
Wait.
entry.
Oh, you're saying how do we stop illegal immigration? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, 90% of the people that are here illegally came here legally. How would we have stopped that? They came
they're
here on
seeking
work.
asylum?
Excuse me. No. They came here with work visas. They came on travel visas. They came on student visas, and then they overstayed their visas. So when they entered the country, they did it legally. So how would
90%?
a wall? How would a wall? Yeah, 90%.
90%?
90%, sir.
Really?
Yes.
I
really.
just don't believe that.
I don't give a fuck. The Republicans and Democrats agree on this. This isn't even something that anybody debates, except for you, because you don't understand what's going on. You just turn on Fox
90?
News, you get really angry,
I'm
and then you repeat the same angry talking points back, because you don't actually do any of your research on this.
90% of illegals came here legally?
Yes.
Where can I look that up?
You can look it up on any government website that you choose, the DHS.
So
you can go to Border Patrol. You can look at ICE also post these numbers.
So 14 million came here illegally. So that you're saying there's 90% more that came in legally?
Wait, 14 million came here illegal. Who are you talking about?
The illegal immigrants that have crossed the border under the Biden administration.
There's no evidence that 14 million people came here illegally.
Okay, what's your guess on how many? 10 million?
Not even. No, there's less than 20 million total in this country that are here illegally. That number hasn't gone up significantly post Donald Trump. You guys are just being. Listen, dude. Stop being afraid of immigrants.
I'm learning.
I know. Hold on.
Learning.
Listen. Stop. Lesson 1. Stop being the person who allows themselves to be tricked into being afraid of immigrants. Our country would collapse overnight. Our country would collapse overnight if Donald Trump was able to deport everybody here illegally. They prop up Medicare. They prop up Social Security. They prop up our economy. They are an integral part of our economy. If we get rid of people who are here illegally, that will destroy our economy. And by the way, virtually nobody that is here illegally is getting government benefits. It's impossible. You cannot get government benefits when you are here illegally, except for in certain local areas that have carved out an exception for people who are here illegally, which then you can just be mad at your local government, I guess.
Okay, so I was just on a baseball trip in Chicago. Okay, we went to the downtown Chicago. We were going to the game at Wrigley Field, and we were in a huge hotel, and over 300 illegal immigrants were staying there for free, eating food.
You're lying.
I was there myself.
You're lying.
I was just there.
And you checked their immigration status, all of them?
I talked to them when I was eating breakfast. At least 20 of them.
Those are asylum seekers, sir. And you're lying. None of this happened. You're full of shit.
Why do
which
I have
hotel?
To lie?
Which hotel? Which hotel? I'll call the hotel.
Holiday Inn.
We'll do Holiday Inn
Downtown.
had 300. Holiday Inn Chicago had 300 rooms of illegal immigrants.
At least.
Okay, which Holiday Inn in Chicago? We'll call them right now.
Right by Wrigley Field.
All right, let's see.
Holiday Inn.
I'd be surprised if they have 300. If they have.
No, it was the biggest Holiday Inn I've ever been in. And why would I lie about this?
Because you like most Republicans are terrified of immigrants.
I'm just telling you my what I've seen.
Yeah,
That's
but you're
all.
not telling the truth. Here, we're gonna call him.
You think there's more?
Here, we're gonna call him.
Holiday Inn and Suites, Chicago downtown. To make or change a reservation, press 1.
Let's see.
Leisure groups and meetings, press 2. For corporate rates,
Let's see what they have to say.
To ensure high-quality service, your conversation may be recorded. Please see our privacy statement at ihc.com/privacy to understand how we use and protect information. Press 1 to provide feedback about your experience with the 2-question survey at the end of this call. Otherwise, press 2 or remain on the line.
I'll wait on the line here.
Go.
Thank you for calling the Holiday in Chicago downtown. You're speaking to Robert at Reservations. How may I help you today?
Hey, Robert. My name's Jay. I'm an independent journalist in Arizona. I just have somebody here making a claim that you guys currently have 300 illegal immigrants staying at your hotel. Can you confirm if that's true or not?
Whoa, 300.
300. Yeah, it's a big number. That's what I said.
Yeah, would you mind if I put you in a hold and reach out to the front desk and confirm for you?
Sure, great. That'd be great.
IHG Central Reservation.
Appreciate it.
All right, hold on.
Thanks.
Just a moment, okay? You're welcome.
What do you think their answer is going to be here, Roman? Do you want to change your story or you want to stick on it? Roman?
I'm here.
Yeah, do you want to, before this goes to the front desk, do you want to change your story or no? You're still going to stick with it?
Do we want to bet something?
Yeah. Whatever you
What are we
want.
betting?
And how, by the way,
Okay,
where were these people from that you spoke to? These at least 20, where were they from?
Venezuela.
Excuse me?
See me?
What country? What country?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Okay, and they all spoke really good English then? Or do you speak Spanish?
Not very good English, no.
How confident do you feel that the front desk is going to confirm your story here?
Like I said, are you willing to bet that they have
Sure.
at least 300
Yes.
people there staying on free stamps?
Hello?
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, I'm here. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. What can I do for you?
Yeah, my name's Jay. I'm an independent journalist out of Arizona. I have somebody here on my call-in show claiming that they stayed at your hotel recently and that you guys were housing 300 illegal immigrants there. Is that true?
My darling, Holiday Inn in Chicago downtown never had 300 illegal immigrants staying at our hotel.
You never
What
did?
are you talking about?
How many rooms do you guys have there at that hotel?
No, we didn't.
I believe you, first of all. This guy's just crazy. How many rooms are there at that hotel?
145.
145. Okay, great. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Now what do we do, Roman? Did we lose you there, Roman? Oh, Roman, you're muted.
Oh.
There you go. Now what do we do? There's 145 rooms there. Now what do we do?
Okay, so then you went to the wrong hotel. There's more than one Holiday Inn, I'm sure. Then
I chose the
I'll
closest.
go
I
get
chose
you
the
the number.
closest. I chose the closest one to Wrigley. You can give me
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna look at my reservations. I'll tell you exactly the hotel. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back.
No, you won't. Let's just look real quick now. I'll stay on the phone. You're not coming back. We all know that. We all know you're about to run right now. Was it by chance? Was it on Harrison Street?
Come on, I'm not fucking gonna run. But
Yeah, you are.
say
What
whatever
was
you
it? What
want.
was across the street from it? What else was around there? Were you by the BMO tower? I like that lady laughed when we asked the question. She just started laughing. I appreciated her so much. Let's look. Let's find. Oh, that's why I'm trying to click on this map that Jen sent me as if it's interactive, and it's just a picture. Let's see, Wrigley. Yeah, let's pull it up on the maps. This didn't go exactly how I expected this morning to go, but I was curious. 300 people at a Holiday Inn felt like a lot. All right, let's see. Where's Wrigley? You coming back, Roman? Is he still on the coffee cup? All right. So the closest one to Wrigley Field was the one I called, and that was shit. Which one was that? It was. Give me the damn map. It was the. It was on Harrison Street. Yeah, you guys help me out with the journalism here. You can see how many rooms any of these hold. We have the Chicago downtown Wolf Point. a Holiday Inn Suites. Yeah. Roman, are you there? Yeah, Wrigley's what, like north of downtown a little bit? Is that right? This is crazy. Guy shows up, starts off by telling us that everything's so bad in California. Doesn't realize that California has one of the most strict policies in the country when it comes to shoplifting. Then says he went to Holiday Inn and there were 300 illegal immigrants that were staying at that hotel. And he spoke to at least 20 of them, and they were from Venezuela. I think he said. Was it Venezuela? Let's see. Chicago currently houses 30 immigrant. What does that say? Oh, hey, welcome back. Did you find the address there, Roman? Oh, Roman went running. Yeah, Venezuela. Yeah, where'd Roman go, guys? I wonder what happened to Roman. All right, well, Roman, listen, bud, don't fucking lie to people. Every once in a while, people will fact check you, and it's not that hard to fact check liars. That was one of the easiest things we did. I hope somebody clips that later. I won't, because we're doing the debate tonight, but I hope somebody clips that, because that didn't go well for Roman. Roman is a Roman. He went to Venezuela. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to this kid. So, actually, we can just do it with no context. Who cares? Here, I'm going to give you guys this video with no context, and we'll just talk about it. Let me switch it.
To work again, turn in your father.
Well, the tip actually came in from before.